Skiller. Everybody, I'm Haven and welcome back. Today's video is going to be my AEW Double or Nothing pay-per-view thoughts and recap, not a full in-depth review. It happened on May 25th, 2019. But before I get started, I just want to say, if you were not already, I do not know what you're waiting for. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button with the dirty deeds. Hop on a spaceship, become a alien, and let's get into this video. Okay, so first I'm going to touch on the things I did not care for. Let's get this out the way, because if you're upset, you know, just understand that the good is coming after this, okay? So the first thing I didn't really care for was the battle royal. It was cool, but it just seemed very gimmicky. Tommy Dreamer was in it. Ty Dillinger was there, which is cool to see him. Private Party was there. That was pretty cool. They're from HOG. They just got signed. We saw Joey Janela and we saw Billy Gunn, Sonny Kiss. Someone got their fingers bit. Someone got their nuts stapled. I mean, it was entertaining, but I just didn't take it seriously. Hangman Page was the last man out and he won, so he gets a title shot, which is very good to see because that man is a brick house. He is thick. Anyway, let's move on. So there was 3 matches that were cool. I just didn't know anyone, so maybe that's why I didn't really care for the matches. There was a single match with Sammy Guevara and Kip Sabian. I liked the match. The wrestling was good. I guess I just wasn't invested. Then we had a women's match. Awesome Kong was announced. She was like the 4th person, so instead of a triple threat, it was a fatal 4-way. She had a nice little face-off with Nyla Rose. You know, everybody wanted to see that. It was a cool spot where Nyla Rose basically speared Awesome Kong into the steel steps. Britt Baker actually won that match. You know, I know everybody's behind her. There was a 6-man tag match with SCU and the Strong Hearts. Don't know these men. I did not care about this match at all. There was another tag match. It was the Best Friends versus Jack Evans and Angelico, and I did not care about it. It was decent, it was cool, but I just didn't care. And like I said, this is probably just because I do not know these men. The wrestling that I saw was really good. It's just, I don't know, some of the matches just went way too long, which brings me to the women's match. It was a 6-person tag, and it was the super most longest match I think I ever seen in my life. And I could be exaggerating, but I was just sitting there like, oh man, I felt like I was growing gray hairs. Like, this match had way too many false finishes. I just wasn't here for it, you know, maybe. And this wasn't because I didn't know the ladies. This was just because it was way too long. It did not need to be that long. That's all I have to say. So now I'm gonna move on into the good. This is the stuff that I actually really liked. So the stuff before this was like the meh, didn't really care too much for it, but it was okay. Now is the good. The first thing I'm gonna point out is Cody Rhodes versus Dustin. This match to me was my favorite match of the night because it had storytelling, it had the emotions, and there was times where I just wasn't sure who was gonna win. There was a throne at the beginning of the ramp, and Brandy went to the ring, got him a sledgehammer from under it, and Cody basically destroyed the throne. Much shade to Triple H. He said it wasn't, but come on now. Now this match, like I said, it was very intense. Dustin started bleeding and he was just dripping blood, just bright red, and I was a little bit worried because I'm like, damn, is he supposed to be bleeding this much? He's leaking a lot. But it just made everything seem that much more important. There was a point where I thought he would win. He did not, though. He didn't win. Cody won. I loved it. And after the match, Cody basically said he signed them up for a match later on, I think it's next month. And he said, I don't need a friend, I don't need a partner, I need my older brother. And he was crying, and I was just like, wow, this is beautiful. You know, I didn't cry, but you know, I felt a little tingle here or whatever, and I thought it was beautiful. This match to me was my match of the night. The next thing I want to point out that I actually enjoyed, Bret Hart was there to present the AEW World title. Hangman Page was out there because he gets to fight for this title. And then MJF came out talking so much shit. Really enjoyed him. Some other men came out and he got beat up backstage. Basically, they didn't give 2 shits about him, but he's a really good heel. I like what I'm seeing from him, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more from this man. The next match was the Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks. This match, If you've seen any of these teams wrestle, you know what this match consisted of. A lot of high flying, a lot of crazy shit, a lot of super kicks, and a lot of false finishes. But I was into it. I really enjoyed it. It kept me on the edge of my seat. The Young Bucks won with a 450 and then a moonsault, and that was that. And the last match of the night was Y2J versus Kenny Omega. Y2J had different versions of himself pop up at the ramp. So we saw the old Jericho with the long blonde hair. We saw the Jericho with the list of Jericho. We saw Jericho with the light up jacket. And then he came out as he is now. Now this match, I actually really enjoyed. It wasn't as good as the first time they met, but it was good. There was a point where Jericho was outside the ring. He had a table, and this man Kenny Omega ran, dove, hit Jericho with the table. Then he stomped on the table, and then Jericho was on the floor with the table over him, and he stomped on him again. So he really tried to make sure Jericho did not get up, but of course he did. The match ended when Jericho hit his new finisher. It's pretty much just an elbow. I think he called it something Judas is something, I don't freaking know. And I didn't care for that move whatsoever, but Jericho won. And after Jericho won, he got on a mic, and out of the crowd came Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose. The crowd went freaking wild. He came out, hit Jericho with dirty deeds. Him and Kenny Omega fought outside of the ring. They ended up on a stage where they had like casino chips, and he hit him with a dirty deeds on that, and then he hit him with an AA off of the casino chips onto the little stage down below, and he's there. He was flipping off the crowd. I'm here for it. All in all, I did enjoy the pay-per-view. I would give it a 6.5 to a 7 out of 10 if I had to grade it, but I don't even grade shit, so I don't even know why I did that. But I enjoyed it. Like, it had a lot of good stuff. It just had some things that, to me, I felt dragged on way too long. Once I get to know everybody, maybe I will feel differently. They have another pay-per-view coming up, so I'm excited for that. And I'm excited to see what happens during their weekly TV shows in October, so I'm all the way here for it. I did enjoy it, you know. I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just not sucking it off like a lot of wrestling fans are doing. Some of you are just super anti-WWE, so anything outside of that, it's like, oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. This is the bee's knees. This is bananas and pajamas. You know, I don't freaking know, but you just be eating it up, and it don't be that serious. It was good. It was not great. It was not phenomenal. Take it easy. Let's see what else they do, because I'm pretty sure they will deliver something way better than this one, you know? So yeah. Anyway, everybody, that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below, what did you think about the pay-per-view? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you watch? Of course you did. Every wrestling fan watched this shit. Let me know what was your favorite match? What was your least favorite match? Alright? And yeah, don't forget to share and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.